The 2020 election season has started. In 1 month, your state may be closing your right to vote in the primaries. The cutoff date depends on your state, but as soon as February, your ability to register to vote may end. Sure, some states allow you to register and vote on election day, but will you let not looking up your state information be the reason you didn't participate in the 2020 election? States like California, Arizona, Alabama, Georgia, Florida will be ending their voter registration in February. To register to vote, search online, and you'll find that every state has a way to register online. Some states also have forms at DMVs. Fewer states have forms at libraries, but online is the easiest, even if you have to use your local library. Our world, our elections, demand more of us. To exercise our voice, demand our rights, we are required to vote in the primaries. By the time the general election is in front of our attention, the majority of the decision, the people we can vote for, has already been decided in the primaries. In less than 1 day's labor, in just a few hours, we can educate ourselves and speak our piece by voting. Just a few hours to learn about the candidates, fill out voter registration, and come in to vote. With just a few more hours, we could also communicate with the people in our lives, what we believe in. With just some bravery, love, and a little homework, we can influence our government, our world. We must be brave to speak kindly and patiently to the people in our lives, full of love and respect, so our words become bridges, not swords. Evaluate your ideas. Diligently study the candidates. If we come with all zeal and half-truth instead of knowledge, all our work will become future problems. In our United States democracy, many voices are incentivized to speak partial truths or slanted facts. Worst yet is the journalistic plague of having strong opinions based on no information, or having no opinion about obvious actions that are apparent, flagrantly immoral, illegal, and or unprofessional. Vote for someone you can trust, who serves your interests. Every year, there will be politicians trying to convince you with mere words that they serve you and your beliefs. Luckily, we can look at their actions and see if they move in the direction of their words. If they say they are draining the swamp, what laws have they fought for to lower corruption? Have they given tax breaks that assist the top 1% while only marginally assisting the rest of the nation? How does cutting the tax on the top 1% of Americans help end the corruption of the United States government? How does destroying the protection for the environment help reduce corruption in our government? The truth is, tax breaks for the wealthy allow more money to disrupt our government. And if they speak, but act differently than what they say, we can learn to distrust them. When they have proven time and time again that they are an unreliable person, that their words mean nothing, and if they are not able to speak the truth, how can they lead? They could only lead cronies and liars who spread discord through whatever organization they sit upon. Do you want to live under the thumb of the top 500 biggest corporations, under the yoke of the top 0.5% of Americans? Is that what democracy means to you? We know things can be better because they were worse, and humanity, not without setbacks, has been trying to improve its conditions. We have changed our laws, so now discrimination is no longer protected by the law, but the law is now written to punish proven acts of discrimination. So the struggle to treat all people equal has been moved out of the law and is fought over only in our hearts and minds. The violation of what we know to be true, that we should treat all people based on their actions, not on their shells, can be argued in court, and some of the damage can be reversed when those in power victimize those without. Only when we express hatred for humans based on their appearance, discrimination on humans based on their background, does it exist again. Racism and sexism only live in the minds of people whose hearts are too small or too full of fear that they rob themselves of the privilege to love each other as children of God. If you care about people more than profiting the top 0.5% of Americans, if you believe in babies over coal mines, offshore drilling and pipelines, if you know we can do better than investment taxes that are half the rate of working taxes, income taxes, if you'd like to be a part of the next generation of Americans who are shouting our democracy is no longer for sale, vote for someone who is honest, wants to help Americans, who doesn't do what the big donors want, like overfund an overfunded military. Thank you for caring. We find in this world, the fight is less between good and evil, but between good and ambivalence. The election is in our hands. May we have more people vote, and vote for people they believe in and have studied than ever before in our country's 244-year-long history.